have safe spaces. So it's really amazing to see how kids can flourish when they're in that kind of supportive community. And camp is a community, and the community starts here, and the kids feel that. And that's one thing that we like about trying to have everybody come together, is when they join us at Meet the Camper, they can sense that there already is a family that they're being invited into. So, I don't know that, where's Jordy? So I want to introduce the team members that you don't know. We're getting a little smarter over the years, and we're hiring people that are really good at things that counselors maybe aren't good at. So we have an assistant director. This is Rebecca Fishman Diamond, or just Diamond? Just Diamond. How can you forget that last name? I'm so jealous of it. So Rebecca comes to. Do you want to say about who you are a little bit?
Sure. I started on the advisory board for Max and B, and I'm so excited to be involved in Camp Erin. Our family started Adventure Valley. So
Where we
will leave from. So,
and have Meet the Camper at?
We, started, our relationship with Camp Erin when we were at Adventure Valley. We've since sold it, and we're so happy that Camp Erin is still connected with Adventure Valley. I'm so happy to be part of the team this year, and so happy to be able to spend the weekend with all of you guys. Thank you.
So the way to think about Rebecca is she is the other person that has everything in her head. So if you can't find me, or if I can't find it in my head, we go to Rebecca. And she's also, although I do really miss this, she's your primary contact for questions, letting her know if you're going to be late, if you can't make it. She's your volunteer coordinator. And so another thing that we got smart on is we hired an intake coordinator. So there was one person there's a couple people, because we have some exciting news that I'll tell you in a second, but who is doing all the intakes, so calling all the families and getting details about the families, who the kids are, the death story, how the kids were involved, how the kids are coping, and assessing safety, the best we could, how safe and how much they'll benefit from camp. So this is Charlotte. So Charlotte will be briefing all of the counselors, and then each group has a counselor or Charlotte that will know the details that are needed about the campers that you're connected to. Jordy, I keep losing. So there's sad and exciting parts about this. Sadly, Jules won't be with us this year. She has a wedding that's a very close friend that she can't miss, along with half of our volunteers with the right to place to have. But that's awesome, because it opened up opportunities for some really wonderful new volunteers. But Jordy has been at Camp Erin before and worked at Ooch in the hospital for years, and has amazing energy and experience and all of the things that made Jewel awesome. I feel like we found in Jordy, and so she's the fun, right?
Come to me for fun. That's it. Yeah.
But Jordy also will know the schedule and what's happening, where things are supposed to be, and she'll know a lot about the big group stuff, so the rituals and the carnival and the Camp Erin Idol and all of that stuff. So she's the go-to person for that. I know the overview of it, but she's the detail program person. And she'll be the one overseeing the volunteers that are activity-based, that are doing activities that aren't with campers. So the big news, surprise, we're taking an extra 24 campers to camp this year. Moyer Foundation asked if anyone wanted some extra money, and we had a wait list, and I couldn't say no, so we're taking an extra 24 campers to camp, which brings us to 94 this year. Every bed has a kid's name on it, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to require some creativity and some adjustment, because we're used to doing things, 6 years in a certain way, and we'll just need to be creative, make 2 circles, and we'll figure it out though. But it also means we have a bigger volunteer crew. So how many people are doing backup training?
13.
13. So you plus 13 is our volunteer body, and plus 2 staff that won't be here. So it's a big group. We know you won't get to know everybody. I wanted to say intimately, but that may be interpreted well. We already went over that policy. But we do encourage you, and I think something that we talk about, the focus is the kids, but I also want you to know that we recognize that people like Jordy talked about this morning are coming with different motivations. And if you're coming because you're interested in your career moving in a different direction, or you find out another volunteer does this really amazing thing and you want to learn more about it, it's okay to talk about non-camp stuff. And that's a lot of what the volunteer hangout at night is. Part of it is us wanting to check in with you and make sure that everything's running smoothly, but a lot of it is your opportunity to socialize and have fun and put your feet up. Even though we're taking away the couches this year to make room for all the extra campers. So that's, oh, and the other thing that we will talk more about is,
We're all sleeping in tents?
yes, Richard is sleeping in a tent. I'm just trying, with the national, the CDC National will be doing a piece on camp this year. So they'll be at camp for the weekend, and we'll talk a bit more about what that means for camp this year. Okay, fun time, right?
Super.
Are we really sleeping in tents?
Yes, you and Richard are.
Just the two of you though. Everybody else gets a bed.
Okay, can I sleep in a tent too?
All right, so we're going to get up. This is the one and only time during camp that we can grab our cell phones, so bring your cell phone with you. We may have to move some of the chairs, but we're going to make sort of a circle or oval-ish space at the back.